the Trump administration, from day one, has made attacking basic civil liberties a guiding principle of the policies it supports, including its judicial nominees. It is inexcusably seeking to turn back the clock on the progress that we've made. And we've fought back hard against these arcane and irrational policies. But President Trump's attempts to stack our courts with extremist judges may, in the end, have the most long-lasting and devastating impact on our nation. That's why I'm here today with many of my colleagues to sound the alarm on Kyle Duncan. He has been nominated to this court, but he's made a career of seeking to turn back policies that protect the most vulnerable members of our country. He is out of the mainstream. In fact, he is out of the stream entirely. His views are extreme and fringe, and collectively make him unfit to be a judge on this court that I greatly respect. And out of respect to those members of the court, we should confirm someone only if they meet those high standards. Kyle Duncan has attacked voting rights of minority groups, in one case even defending a law that a federal circuit court said targeted African-American voters with almost surgical precision. That's a quote, almost surgical precision. He's attacked the rights of same-sex couples, leading several efforts against marriage equality. He's attacked the rights of the transgender community to be safe in their schools and communities. He's attacked protections for dreamers, making it harder for them to obtain documentation, like simple driver's licenses. And over, he's attacked women's rights and women's health in a way that I think disqualifies him for this court. Like so many other nominees before him, Kyle Duncan is an anti-choice zealot who has shown time and again that he's more worried about pushing his personal ideology than faithfully upholding the Constitution. His views on women's rights and women's health care are more than morally repugnant. They are downright dangerous. In fact, Kyle Duncan has led the charge in defending unconstitutional and unnecessary laws that target abortion providers, attempting to legislate them out of existence with little regard for the women who will be harmed as a result. These laws, which have spread around the country at an alarming rate, serve no medical purpose. They put barriers between women and the care they need and deserve. Twice, Duncan has falsely argued that these restrictions targeting abortion providers in Louisiana and Texas, and I quote him here, were medically reasonable, end quote, and based on, I quote him again, solid medical ground. Both times the laws were struck down, rightly struck down. Indeed, these laws are the opposite of medically reasonable. They are based in no way on medical ground. With this nominee's enthusiastic support, these unconstitutional state-level restrictions have proliferated, shutting down women's health providers, delaying much-needed care, and putting women's health at risk. Kyle Duncan's peddling of misinformation as a lawyer, fighting for these unnecessary and unconstitutional abortion laws, is frightening enough. Now, imagine what he could do on the bench. He has fought to undo historic health victories provided by the Affordable Care Act's birth control mandate. As we know in this chamber, I think we need to acknowledge this mandate has made a difference in the lives of an astonishing 64.2 million women who now are able to access birth control with no out-of-pocket costs last year alone. This has given women greater power over their health, their well-being, their futures, their reproductive decisions, and their finances. And yet, Mr. Duncan attacked the birth control mandate repeatedly. He sought to leave a woman's right to access affordable health care to the whims of her employer. Worse, he has absurdly denied that contraception is health care at all, and has said the idea of contraception as a right is, quote, disturbing. It's a constitutional right. To him, it's disturbing. What kind of a judge will he be? Whatever Kyle Duncan believes, birth control is health care. Her access to it is a right, and his false, ideologically driven assaults are wrong. I will oppose Kyle Duncan's nomination to the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, and I urge my colleagues to do the same.